So, hello and welcome back to Twisted Wonderland, this time with a small bonus video. We're almost at the end of the year, 2025 is almost over, and we're approaching New Year's and a New Year's event in preparation for 2026. Some of you know that last year I did a similar bonus video where I predicted the upcoming SSRs in the calendar year, and this time I'm going to do a similar video. Now, since I made that video, a lot of things have changed. The EN server is almost caught up to the Japanese server when it comes to the main story and to the events, so I'm going to do this video a little bit differently. This time I'm going to be mainly talking about what kind of SSRs you can expect in 2026, my personal guesses, and just an overall structure of when I think certain SSRs will appear. Of course, this is not going to be a complete list. There's a lot of SSRs that are coming up that I will know nothing about because they haven't even appeared on the Japanese server yet. I mainly will be talking about what we already know when it comes to the Japanese server releases, and also my personal guesses of like certain patterns that I'm seeing, so certain SSRs might appear at this and this time. And that's basically it. By the way, I will keep the first half of the video spoiler free when it comes to the art style. I will mainly be talking about the names of the events and names of the cards and the characters. But in the second half of the video I'm going to do a little bit of a montage for the art styles. So if you want to look into that and you want to see what kind of cards you want to pull for, I'm going to do that. I won't be showing groovies, just the base art style. And with that, let's talk about the upcoming SSRs in 2026. So first of all, we want to talk about the upcoming event SSRs. Now, like I said, we are pretty much caught up on the Japanese server. There's not many events that we still have left to do. We are mainly behind on like yearly events. For example, the New Year's event, Halloween, and anniversary. Let's talk about the first event that's closest to be released. That is going to be the New Year's event. Now, each year in Twisted Wonderland, we get 2 SSRs and 2 SRs to pull for. This year is going to be a Malleus SSR and a Jack SSR, whose tributes you can already see on the screen. Those two are some very gorgeous cards, so yeah, for Malleus and Jack fans, I hope you have a lot of gacha luck. I'm also going to pull for them personally, so wish me good luck. Let's hope we can start off 2026 with a success. Then let's move on to the next event, which is going to be the 4th anniversary for the EN server. Anniversaries in Twisted Wonderland are rather special, because this is the one time in the year where you can have access to pretty much all of the SSRs, at least the ones that they're choosing to include in the event. They're going to probably rerun all of the dorm cards, and they're also going to have a special anniversary gacha. Now, the way that it works for new players is that you want to pull at least 100 times on the event gacha, and you will earn coins with that. And those coins can be exchanged for SSRs in the shop. For example, old birthday cards, old dorm cards, and event cards. Now, keep in mind, event cards are a bit more expensive than regular cards, so they cost like 150 pulls. They are pretty expensive, but it is a good way to get your hands on older cards that you've missed out in the past. So yeah, keep that in mind. That's the 4th anniversary. And next up, we're going to have a smaller event, the C&D Diner event. What's C&D? Well, that's Chip and Dale. It's a Chip and Dale event with Cater as the main character, so Cater's going to get another SSR. Now, I actually think this event might release very soon. If not in January, it might release in February. Why do I think that will happen? It's because Cater's birthday is in the beginning of February. The English server really likes to do this one thing that they're trying to release events near and close by to other characters' birthdays. So when it comes to Cater, they will probably try to release it near Cater's birthday, so that Cater fans will have to pull twice. It's a bit mean, but that's what they do. Then there's another event that is very likely to happen. Now, it hasn't happened on the Japanese server yet. I do believe that at some point in the year, we're going to get a Sam SSR event. Now, Sam is the only staff member who hasn't gotten an SSR as of yet, not even on the Japanese server, but I'm pretty sure that they're going to give him his own event. I'm not sure if they're going to make it a special event for him because he's the shopkeeper, or if they're going to do it just like the other teachers and going to include him in a battle map event. That is to be seen. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that because I think Sam's design is very beautiful, and for all the Sam's fans, myself included, now I hope we can get a beautiful card out of this. Now let's move on to very late in the year 2026. There's one event that we know will be coming up, and that will be the Nightmare Before Christmas event, this time the Christmas edition. I'm not entirely sure what kind of title they're going to give it, but yeah, there will be a second part for the Nightmare Before Christmas event. For the EN players, you will already know, this year we had the Halloween version of The Nightmare Before Christmas, and Japan did get the Christmas version, which we will get next year. And in the Christmas version, we're going to get a Deuce SSR, Jack SSR, and Ruggy SSR. Those three are some very beautiful cards. I'm already looking forward to this event. Sadly enough, we were going to have to wait for a pretty long time. My assumption is that if they're going to do it similarly to the Japanese server, then they might release it at the end of November and beginning of December, something along those lines. Now let's move on to a bit more main story. Now for those of you who might be very new to the game, I will be talking a little bit of spoilers for the next section, so whether or not you want to hear about that is on you, but I am going to talk about the Overblot cards. Yes, Overblot SSRs are awaiting us. Now the Japanese server has finished with book 7 a few months ago, and they've started releasing the Overblot SSRs pretty much on a monthly, bi-monthly basis. We're going to start with a Malleus Overblot card, then Idia, Bill, Jamil, Azul, and we're also going to get Leona and Riddle. Now Leona and Riddle have not released on the Japanese server yet, but it's pretty sure that they're going to release as well. I wouldn't be surprised if Leona came out in January, for example. Now the main problem with the Overblot cards is basically when will Malleus start? Now the biggest fear for me is that they might release Malleus's Overblot card in January. Now if they're really evil, they might release it in January. Why is that evil? It's because the Malleus, if he were to be released in January, would have 3 SSRs in January. His New Year's card, his birthday card, and his Overblot card in 1 month. And yeah, the English server has proven to be very diabolical when it comes to stuff like that, so if they really do it like that, Malleus fans are going to have a problem. And then after that, probably on a monthly or bi-monthly basis, we're going to release the other Overblot cards. Like I said, Idia, Vil, Jamil, Azul, Leona, and Riddle. So yeah, look out for that. Now, I would like to pull for Malleus. I'm not sure if he releases in January, if I can do that. So I would love to pull for Azul. I think Azul looks very cool. I love to pull for Leona because she's just one of my favorites. And I also really like Riddle's design, so I'm gonna die. I'm probably going to die. Yeah. Now let's move on to a bit more of a vague section. I have some personal guesses for what they're going to do with Book 8. Most of the cast have gotten their own main story cards throughout the entirety of Book 7. We got a lot of new beautiful SSRs, and all of the Overblot cards also have a connection to Book 7. But there's a few students that have not gotten SSRs yet, and that is most of the first years, with the exception of Orfu and Sebek, who already got their own main story cards in Book 7. So my personal guess for Book 8 is that we're probably going to team up with the first years and probably also with Diasomnia. And whatever will happen in Book 8 will result in us getting an Ace SSR, Deuce SSR, Jack SSR, and Apple SSR. So they're going to get their own main story cards, pretty sure. Now I don't know which order they will release in or if that will even happen, but this is my personal guess for Book 8. We might be getting those 4 very soon. Let's look forward to that. And with that, let's move on to the school club cards. All of the characters have their own school clubs that they're participating in, and for the EN server, we're only missing 2 more school clubs. Now in Japan, they currently have released the Equestrian Club Silver, Equestrian Club Sebek, and Equestrian Club Riddle, and it's very likely that we're going to get those on the EN server soon as well. So if you're a Silver, Sebek, or Riddle fan, you might want to plan for that. There's only one more club that hasn't gotten its own cards yet, and that is the Film Research Club. And from the pattern that I've seen, we will probably first get Film Research Club Orpho, and then Film Research Club Will. Looking forward to that, because a lot of the club cards are very beautiful. Now, interesting will be to think about what will happen after the club cards have released. I personally am hoping for reruns of the old club cards. It would give me a chance to get my hands on Pop Music Club Lilia. I still miss you. I'm so sad I missed you. I missed out on you. Please come back. I miss you. But yeah, that would be beautiful if that were to happen. Or maybe they're going to invent something completely new for the characters and going to release a new SSR series. We're gonna see. I'm looking forward to it anyway. Then let's move on to the birthdays in 2026. Now, as we all know, each of the characters have their own birthdays, and each year we're going to have a new birthday series. Now, this year for the EN server, that means we're going to close off the current birthday series with Lilia and Malleus in January. They're going to finish their Platinum series. And then we're going to start the new birthday series, which is going to be Sleepwear and Relaxation Wear, starting with Kater's birthday in February. And I know that a lot of people are already very much looking forward to this one because the Sleepwear series is very, very popular. Unsurprisingly so, it's absolutely gorgeous. And yeah, I'm personally also very much looking forward to this. This is going to be a very fun birthday series, and I'm wishing everyone the best of gacha luck if you want to pull for your favorites. Then, last but not least, let's talk a little bit about reruns. There are some reruns that are very likely to happen, and some reruns that might happen, might not happen. Let's begin with the very obvious one. We will most likely get a White Rabbit Fest rerun at some point, which will give us a rerun of Deuce's White Rabbit SSR. Now, since the White Rabbit Fest is a hometown event, that means that we're also going to get an additional new SSR, which will give us for this event a new Floyd SSR. As a Floyd fan, I already know I have to pull for it. So this is going to be my goal here, yeah. So yeah, we will get a Floyd SSR in addition to the White Rabbit Fest rerun. Now, as for when the event will release, I think they might release it around Deuce's birthday. Deuce's birthday is in June, so we still have a little bit of time there. But they could rerun it at any point in the year. So, you know, don't be surprised if they release it earlier than that. Another event that is very likely to rerun if they do it the same way they did it this year is the Playful Land event, because Ernesto has gotten his first SSR this year, so next year he's going to get a rerun. And if they're going to rerun Ernesto, it's very likely that they're also going to rerun the Playful Land event. Another Halloween event that's very likely to rerun next year is the Nightmare Before Christmas event, this time the Halloween side, where we will get a new Scully SSR. Now, for everyone who loves Scully, me included, I'm very much looking forward to that. I really love Scully as a character, so this is one of my highlights. I also need Ernesto still. It's gonna be a busy year. So my personal guess for how it will go is probably the Playful Land event might get a rerun in maybe September. Then they might rerun the Nightmare Before Christmas event on the Halloween side in October. And then maybe at the end of November, beginning of December, they might give us the new Nightmare Before Christmas event on the Christmas side. Then any other events that might be getting a rerun. Any event that hasn't gotten a rerun yet is very likely to get a rerun at some point throughout this year. This includes the Portfest event, Tangled event, a lot of the culinary cruciables that we still need, and a lot of other things. So keep that in mind. And this is the entire list of the SSRs that are going to release in 2026. Now, as I said in the beginning of the video, this entire list is just me guessing, and I don't exactly know when the events will happen, when the SSRs are going to release, but I just wanted to let you know what kind of cards are coming up. Let me know if I overlooked anything, and let me know what kind of guesses you will have in terms of like what events we could get, which character you would like to see get another SSR, because there's a few characters that haven't gotten an SSR in quite some time, and I would love to see a lot more from those characters as well. And this is where I'm going to finish my moderation for this video. In the second half of the video, I'm just going to show you a little bit of a montage with the art styles of all the upcoming SSRs. So if you don't want to see the art styles, you can click away now. And with that, I'm going to wish you all a happy new year. I hope you all arrive safely in the new year and have a good time. I hope everyone has the greatest gacha luck in 2026. And with that, I thank you guys for watching, and I see you in the next year with more Twisted Wonderland.